Whole new week here for Swick basketball as the Blue Storm welcome in the Hawks of Malcolm X College tonight. Blue Storm are caught off an 87-point win on Saturday, 104-17. Scoring a deficit you probably won't see fairly often, won't see for a while this season. Just an unbelievable game where Swick dominated from the get-go. Win by 87, held the Archers to just 9 points in the first half, 4 points in the first quarter. And that got them off to now a 6-0 start in this season, the first 6-0 start since 2022. And now looking for a 7-0 start. That'd be their first since 2011. Look to get it done here tonight as they welcome in the Hawks of Malcolm X College up from up north in Chicago, Illinois. Welcome into our Swick basketball pregame show. Steven Stack, really glad to have you along. It's a new week, and as we get this season going, might be one of the more busier weeks that we'll have over this campaign. We have women's basketball tonight. We're going to have the men's Wednesday here home against Middle Area. And they'll finish out the women Friday and Saturday. Two interesting matchups against Olive Harvey College and Moberly Area College for the Blue Storm this weekend as they look to continue this undefeated start. I mean, look, they have been playing good basketball. You saw it on Saturday. Obviously, weren't playing the greatest competition. A team that hasn't won in a couple of years. STLCC trying to get their program back to where it was just about maybe 10 years ago under a new first-year head coach. But you look good, and that's the thing. Swick looked really good. He had all 14 players score the basketball. He ended up shooting 60% from the field, 30% from three. You had 51 rebounds, 29 assists, and just 12 turnovers. I mean, everyone was passing the ball. 7 assists for Joanna Rumi, led off the bench. You had everyone making baskets. It was a really good showing, and it shows you how deep this team is. Swick, I mean, it's tough to kind of figure out who's your top 5 players. Who do you want out there on the floor late? Because you kind of have a couple options. That's kind of maybe a decision that's going to stress out this coaching staff over the next 2 weeks, trying to figure out, did we put maybe this player should have been at this time. You really cannot go wrong with the 5 that you have out there. And I think that's a good thing. This team is really deep. It's really talented. And as I said this on Saturday, and I've been saying this coming into this year, I really think this will be a team that can really make a push to the national tournament. Rankings just came out today, and I was hoping to see the Blue Storm in there. We're still not in the rankings yet, but I think we can go 4-0 this week and stay undefeated. 10-0, though, are going to have to rank us next week. I really think this team deserves a little bit more respect. You have a lot of the talent coming back from last year, and the players you get this year, man, they are I think Coach Denny and this coach staff have done a really good job of bringing in some really, really good talent, some players that can just go out there and play and compete. And you get a Malcolm X team tonight that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. They're a program that last year that went 500, and it's going to be way tougher than it was against STLCC on Saturday. And speaking of that game, caught up with our player that gave guest after it. It was the sophomore Kelby Zupan, who's, I think, off to a really good start. She's third in scoring now for Swick at a couple top 3 in a couple other categories as well. Someone that I'm very impressed with looking at her 6 games in. We got her thoughts on the win on Saturday. Here's what she said.
By our post-game guest, the sophomore Kelby Zupan. Kelby, thanks for taking time to join me.
Yeah, of course, anytime.
You guys get the win, 6-0, and obviously Archers are kind of been one of your easier opponents, 6 games in, but obviously you guys played really well. What was your thoughts on this one for you guys?
I think we really just focused on fundamentals, and we were having fun with it, which we should. Every game should be fun, but I think we really did a lot of good things and showed great sportsmanship and great teamwork this game.
Everyone scored for you guys, 14 players. You guys got that accomplished with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. That's how the scoring was for you guys today. Started 7 for 7 in the ball game. As you mentioned, you guys had fun. Just talk about what it's like on the floor when you have everyone involved, just getting playing time, and obviously finding a way to do a part in a win like this.
Oh yeah, obviously some girls that don't get as much playing time and games that they don't really get in. That's hard to keep a positive attitude, but we're pretty good for the most part about that. But yeah, just all the energy, everybody just together, everybody happy for one another is just huge. And I think even though that we might have not worked a lot on fundamentals, but didn't have good pressure, I think we really improved with our teamwork.
You guys are 6-0, which is off to really good starts. Where you guys want to be at 6-0, obviously, if you could take all your first 6 games, that's really good. You guys in that stretch have had to play some tough teams on the road these past few weekends. Talk about how it's been, because obviously when you're on the road for the first 5, it's not easy.
Yeah, no, for sure. We've played some good competition, but I think we just have a great group of girls where even if we're not on, like making shots, like we have really hard workers on our team.
Yeah.
So I think just even if we're not hitting shots, we're getting the loose balls, we're playing with so much intensity, and I think I've always thought that just means way more than talent any day.
Talk about the mindset you guys have, because obviously you were a part of last year's team. You came in January.
Mm-hmm.
You get a game shy in the national tournament, losing to Wabash in the championship. Talk about the mindset where you guys are kind of feeling coming into the season, because I know how bad you guys wanted to get back there and finish the job this time around.
Our mindset for sure. I think when I came here in January, I really wanted us to come together more as a team, and because I mean, even with my high school team the last time I played, like we just had such good chemistry, and I think we really have that with that team. So the mindset really is just go and get it. I mean, really nothing can stop us if we're all together.
Kelby, thanks for taking time.
Thank
Keep
you
up the
so
good
much.
Work.
Yes.
Thank you.
I don't have a roster or stats, but I will tell you they are 0-1, losing to Moraine Valley on Saturday. A team that Swick actually beat a week ago, 110-85. So you look at that, Swick has obviously been able to beat that common opponent with Malcolm X. But this is a team right now that Swick obviously is going to be one of their tougher opponents so far. Yeah, they've had to play some interesting teams like Moberly area. They had to play a very good Triton College team, but Malcolm X is definitely one of the best opponents you've played so far, 7 games in. And this is a program that has been right around 500 over the last few years. In fact, they have not finished under 500 since 2022. That year, they went 10-12. That was their first under 500 season since 2018. And this is a program over the years that has got close to making the national tournament. Just like last year, they lost in the Region 4 semifinal to Triton College, 72-49. But the year before that, they actually won the Region 4 tournament, knocking off Triton 79-70, advanced to the Central District Championship, fallen by 13 points in North Dakota. North Dakota State College of Science says 73-60. 2019 coming into 2020, right before the COVID outbreak, they once again got to the Central District Championship, fallen in that championship game. They did that in 2012. In fact, the last time they've made the national tournament was 2011. They actually finished under 500, but still got in, winning the Region 4 tournament championship and then defeating Wilson State College 53-52 in the Central District Championship. They would go 0-2 in the national tournament. They got the 16 seed out of 16 and fell to 1 seed Trinity Valley 88-51. And then Snow College in the consolation bracket 53-50 in overtime. They had a stretch of 6 straight under 500 seasons from 2013 to 2018. This is an opponent that Swick is going to get later on in January, but up at their place in Chicago. But this is usually an opponent that you don't usually play coming out of Region 4. But you look at the history. In fact, the last meeting between these two was 2010. Swick's only played them 3 times since 2000, and they've taken 2 of 3. They actually have taken the last 2. As I mentioned, 2010 was the most recent matchup, a 65-54 win here at home for the Blue Storms. Swick also won in the previous meeting before that back in 2004 in an 87-57 final. The Hawks took the matchup in 2003 on December 6th. That was a 66-59 win for the Hawks up in Chicago at Malcolm X. As I mentioned, they lost 73-68 on the road Saturday at Moraine Valley. Hawks led 18-15 after the first quarter, but trailed by 1 at halftime. And then the Moraine Valley made a run in the third quarter, ended up going plus 10 and ended up winning it by 5, 73-68. They make about almost a 5-hour drive here to Belleville, Illinois at Southwestern Illinois College. Tips coming up here in just a few minutes as we start off on Saturday in that game against STLCC on our pregame. We're playing my season preview interview with head coach Jonathan Denny. You can catch the full interview here on the Swick Athletics YouTube channel, or you can go to the Swick Women's Basketball Twitter account. It's also on there, or on my personal Twitter account at Steven Stock Swick on Twitter. You can see it there. We're continuing on from where we left off on Saturday, so I'm not going to waste any time because we got still almost over 20 minutes we got to play still. So here is head coach Jonathan Denny.
Okay, talk about some of the other freshmen. I know you got a couple more, and then you also got some transfers, as you mentioned. Tell me about those.
Next on the list as a freshman would be Kaya Johnson. She's from Whitney Young in Chicago. She's our first first recruit that I've been able to land out of the Chicago area, so I think that's a big part of it. She's adjusting to college. On and off the court, and she puts the work in as well. But she's got a lot of natural ability and does a lot of things that you can't coach. I think a big thing for her is just going to be buying into the system and trusting it. And but she's a very dynamic point guard that can do a lot of things, and one of those things is get her own shot off at any given point in an ISO situation. But she's going to be a problem on both ends, and we're just hoping that she fits in and buys into what we're trying to accomplish. And so far, so good. The other freshman would be Jamaica Garrett from St. Louis. She's a kid that's a big guard, 5'8", 5'9" guard that can, very physical, can post up a little bit. Just like KJ, man, she can score it. She can go, if we get her in an ISO, some kids got to be able to score within a system or a play. Those two kids, KJ and Jamaica, they both can go get buckets, and that's one thing. Like you don't have to, draw a play up for them. You almost want to get them into an ISO situation and keep things simple. But at the same time, they're learning schemes. But Jamaica's very dynamic in the fact she can play in transition. She can play in half court. She rebounds really well. Limited minutes the other night in the exhibition, about 9 or 10 minutes. She had 6.7 rebounds and was just made the most of her minutes, which earns more for the next opportunity. Finally, the last freshman is Vignette Ambrose Pons she's from the same area that Joanna Arumi's from, about 30 minutes apart in the Barcelona area of Spain. We were very, very excited when we got her here because Coach Noloff and I really thought that she was better than advertised. We saw film on her. Obviously, when you're recruiting internationally, you don't get to see them live. But the film was all good, and when she got here, we felt like she was even better in her film. She's 6'2", got a great frame to be able to get stronger, and I think that's one of the things she needs to be a little. She needs to buy into the weight room and really get stronger here over her freshman year. But she's got nice post moves. She's long, she's aggressive, and the thing that she could really do that we didn't know is she can shoot it from about 25 feet. So she can stretch the floor, which gives her an opportunity, hopefully down the road, to be able to play with maybe one of our other posts and have a couple bigs on the floor at the same time. But she's got a big upside, and she's been battling some injuries here lately, but it's rolled ankle and stuff that she's just gonna have to play through a little bit. But I think just getting her stronger and tougher and used to the American physicality of basketball as opposed to the technical European side, which they might be a little more skilled and technical, but at the same time, I think the physicality is what kind of shocks them a little bit. But her and Talisha beating each other up, and Michaela, one of our transfer posts, those kids are making each other better, and they're giving us some true post presence this year for sure.
Okay, what about your two transfers you got in?
One is Michaela Rambert Carter. She's a 6'5" post player from Philadelphia. She played at John Logan last year. She actually reached out to us after she had been released by Logan, and we had a spot or two left, and we said, hey, why not take a chance, on a kid that's 6'5" with some upside, and she came, and I told her the only way I was taking her if she came in the summertime, got some classes under her belt, and worked in the weight room and kind of bought into what we were going to do early on. That way she wasn't just hit with it when she got here in August, and I think that helped her out a little bit. Kay's just, we're improving the work ethic, and I think that's what it's about. If her work ethic continues to get better, she's gonna be able to protect the rim for us, block some shots, rebound, and then she's got a nice mid-range game too. She's like Vignette, just got to get a little bit stronger, a little bit tougher, and I think sky's the limit for a kid that's 6'5" and a kid that's 6'2". If they can just work on that work ethic and strength, I think that's going to help them immensely. The other transfer is Layla Pierce. She played about 25 minutes a game at Newman University, a Division II school in the MIAA. She was, I think, just didn't like the school. You know, it was nothing against the basketball program. She just felt like she was out in the middle of nowhere, as she would say, in Kansas, and she jumped in the portal, thinking maybe with the minutes she played. I think she averaged 8 points and three assists last year in 25 minutes. Played starter minutes for Newman. I think she was thinking maybe with those stats she might be able to bump to another high level D2 or even D1, and she kind of got caught in the portal. And I reached out to her early, and she says, "I'm looking for you, coach, and thanks for reaching out." And then about 3 months later, she was still sending out the same stuff on social media, and I said, "Hey, get down here for a visit." And she came down with her dad. Getting KJ here helped a little bit because she's from the Chicago area as well. Layla's from Bolingbrook, Joliet, in that area. Yeah. Played at Homewood Fossmore in high school, but she's been great as well. She's shot the lights out. She comes and packs her lunch every day and competes and plays hard. She's got some big time speed, and she's left-handed, which made Coach Noloff happy, as we didn't have any left-handers. So she was the last kid we got late in July, and she's going to be fighting for a starting spot for sure, and she's just added to her depth, and she seems to really like it here, and she's been good, really good so far.
Okay, you talked about those newcomers. Let's talk a little about a couple of the sophomores you're going to return.
Yeah, we welcome in here to Southwestern College on Monday night as we open up the week with some women's hoops as the Blue Storm will welcome in the Hawks of Malcolm X College out of Chicago, Illinois. Stuart Stockley, glad to have you along. And here we go. Swick is in gray jerseys, blue texturable. Swick in the front. The Malcolm X Hawks are in black jerseys with the red texturables, and they have Malcolm X in the front. Swick has won the tip. They'll control left to right on your TV screen. And this is the starting lineups. As Carlotta Ray wasted no time. We'll throw it out to Woods in the corner for Pierce. Let's see if looks like Swick was going to score early. Metrogoric inside. Go with their left hand. No good. Swick's first possession goes empty. Here's the Hawks. This is their starting lineup. Number 0, Alu Nbande. Number 5, Nalia Alu. Number 14, Diara Talbert. Number 15, Kenosha Walker. Number 33, Chrissy Brewer. For head coach Jonathan Denny, his started 5 looks like this. A sophomore guard, Layla Pierce. That's going to be an offensive foul on the first possession for the Hawks. It'll go back to Swick. It'll be a sophomore guard, number 2, Layla Pierce. A sophomore guard, number 3, Kelby Zupan. A sophomore guard/4, number 10, Eva Metrogoric. A sophomore guard, number 21, Holly Woods. And a sophomore guard in Carlotta Ray, number 22. Here comes Swick out for their second possession. Not the start that they had on Saturday. Started 7 for 7, and that one is going to go out of bounds. And Swick will turn over on their second possession. So they're 0 for 2 on possession to start things off. Head coach Jonathan Denny back out as the coach. He missed on Saturday. That's going to be a steal. Swick bringing it back. Bounce pass for Layla Pierce. And a great job from Carlotta Ray. Great bounce pass from about half court. Fighting Pierce, and Swick's on the board first, 2-0. 60 seconds in. Hawks will bring it back across the timeline. Drive it inside all the way. Pass underneath, stolen away. Eva with the steal will bring it back. She'll bring it across the timeline. Bounce pass to Holly. 1-on-1, just going to put up after waiting. Good job by Hollywood. She's on the board. 4-0. She only attempted 2 shots, by the way, on Saturday. I mean, you'd think would like to have her attempt a little more shots and didn't need to. Only at 2 on Saturday. There's a foul. First one of the game called on Swick. And it's going to go against Eva. That's going to be her first. Swick trying to go for their first 7-0 start since 2011. Started 7-0 and would finish 28-8, qualified for the national tournament. So that's kind of the success you're going with. We're trying to get to tonight. There's another steal. Carlotta driving all the way right side, airballed it. Rebound pulled out by Malcolm's Walker. Malcolm X will bring it back. They're coming in 0-1. Their second game of the season. Out of Region 4. In the corner here with Talbert. We'll throw it inside. Eva tipped it. Got the steal. It goes to Holly. Picked up her dribble. Throws out to Kelby Zupan. She'll go up to the right wing and launch a pull-up 3. Bang! Got it. Kelby Zupan on the board. Our third score night for Swick. And the Hawks will take an early timeout with 7:55 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-0 in favor of the Blue Storm. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. 7-0 to the lead early on. Swick able to take advantage of a couple turnovers. I believe they forced at least 3 up to this point. 7:55 to go in the first quarter. Malcolm X using their first time out. Bring it back, moving right to left. They want to speed it up here with Talbert. Moving to the left corner. Kelby forcing the bad pass. Out of bounds. She did not tip it as it goes out off of Talbert. And another turnover. Swick coming in, forcing almost 19 turnovers a game in their first 6 ball games as Layla Pierce will have it. Has it the volleyball line, will throw it out left for Carlotta. Dribbles with the right hand up top. Finds a cut in Kelby. Pass just a little bit too short, stole it away. And then Lou falls down, trying to keep it in. It goes out. And they're going to say what off of Carlotta, who's trying to get there on the near sideline. Went off her as it goes out back to the Hawks. This will be here with Walker. Brings it across. Holly will guard her. Meets her at half court. Gets past 2 defenders inside. Kick out left corner. Drive in on the baseline. Kelby falls down. It's going to be a blocking foul called on that left block inside the paint. They'll call Zupan for her first. And that's our second team foul. And it'll be on the left baseline here for Malcolm X. Trickered in here is Walker. Throws it in up top. Eva stepping up, tipped it. Got it back. There was Brewer. Drive it inside. Carlotta falls down. We're going to get a travel as the bucket was good. But it'll be waved off due to the travel. So back to Swick. As Carlotta Ray will throw it in. Woods bringing it back. Kick out to Zupan on the left wing. Moving inside the arc out to Ray. Now in the corner for Woods. Bringing it back up top. Finds a wide open Layla Pierce for 3. That one will just miss a little bit too short. Rung down by Walker. 7-0, 6:55 to go in the first quarter. Hawks bringing it back here. Talbert has it deep on the right key near the volleyball line. Look at his screen moving right. Now goes to her left. From Walker, bounce pass inside, another steal. Metchagoric got it, gives it up to Carlotta Ray. She wants to drive all the way to the basket, layup no, but she was slapped and fouled, and Carlotta Ray will shoot 2. Goes against Talbert, her first. And Carlotta Ray at the line to shoot 2, a 46% free throw shooter coming in today. And the first one will go in and out. First substitution for the Hawks. It will be Zoe Fletcher coming in for Nia Liu. Nope. Or maybe it will be away here the next free throw. Second one for Ray is good. Makes it 8-0. Carlotta on the board. 4th total score of the night. Now Fletcher will check in. And Liu will come out. And they'll throw it back in. 6:39 to go in the first quarter. 8-0 in favor of the Blue Storm. Behind the back dribble by Talbert. Had to slow it down. Almost lost it. Carlotta picking her up on the sideline, and then we're going to get a blocking foul on Carlotta Ray. It's going to be her first. Third team foul on Swick. Hawks will throw it in right in front of the Swick bench on the far sideline. Gets it in here for Fletcher on the right wing. Woods, kick out was on her. Kick out in the right corner for Talbert. Try to find somebody. Shot clocked out at 13. Going to launch a pull-up 3. That one's going to miss. Layla Pierce pulls down the rebound on the weak side. She'll bring it back across the timeline. Layla dribble with the right hand. Up top to Zupan. Left key 3. Wide open catch and shoot. Bang! Got it! Kelby Zupan with 6. 2 for 2 from 3. And it's 11-0 in favor of the Blue Storm. And then we're going to get a travel and another turnover forced by the Swick defense. First substitution coming up here for head coach Jonathan Denny. Talisha Gilmore will check in. Carlotta Ray will come out. Talisha had a great game on Saturday, coming in averaging 13.3 points a game, 6.2 rebounds, and almost a block a game in here tonight. Woods will trigger it in on the sideline. We'll throw it in for Layla up top at the volleyball line. Then we're going to get a foul right away. It's going to be called against Malcolm X, so Swick will have it again on the sideline. Still 6 minutes to go in the dot here in the first quarter, 11-0. Forgot how many points Swick scored before STLCC got on the board Saturday, but we might have a kind of a competition here to see if Swick can hold them longer here tonight. There's another foul. Evo is driving to the left side of the lane. Already the 4th team foul. Next one, Swick's in the bonus. Woods will have it on the baseline, gives it into Gilmore, hands it back off to Woods. Now to Layla, out to Holly, left wing 3. That one's going to miss. The rebound pulled down to the weak side by the Hawks. They're double teaming Walker on the rebound. They back off. They get it to Fletcher. She dribbles across the timeline, drive it inside, try to put it up and had it rejected. Evo was there, then Zupan came down with it, and we're going to get a whistle. And it's going to be called against Malcolm X. And Swick will have free throws coming. Wood against Fletcher. So Kelby Zupan at the line. She had the ball when she was fouled. 86% free throw shooter on the season. Her first 2 free throws here tonight. First trip. The first one's good. She's got 7 points so far. I mean, jump shot looks good. And to say, I said a little bit on the pregame, just very impressed with the way she has grown going into this season. She has definitely gotten better. Second one's good. She has 8. Came in January. Missed about the first half of the season. Comes on in January. And took a little bit to get out there. It's kind of, when you did not play for over about, what was it, 2 or 3 years, I want to say, after playing at Civic Memorial High School. That shot's going to be blocked. First time playing in a long time. Took a little bit to get out there, but definitely had a little bit of potential. You can see it at the end of that first season. Kelby going to launch a 3. She's going to be fouled, and she'll have 3 free throws coming. Missed the shot, and she will shoot 3, trying to get to double digits here. 13-0, 5:13 to go in the first quarter. Coach Denny coached her a little bit during high school. I believe he set up to about her sophomore year, I think it was. But he knows what he's getting in her, and it's definitely shown here in the first 7 games of the season. Very easily can play, and currently 3rd in scoring for the Blue Storm. First one's good for Zupan. We'll get 2 more coming, up to 9. With 5:13 to go in the first quarter, now 14-0. Got a couple substitutions here for Swick. Second one will miss. And the third one coming here for Kelby Zupan. Missed the last 2, but it all fits aboard by Ola in the right corner. Back out to Kelby. Pull-up shot for the mid-range. Missed it a little bit too strong. Hit the back of the rim. Out there for Swick with Zupan is Joanna Arumi, Sophia Hoffman, Talisha Gilmore, Ola Wilk. That one's going to be thrown out of bounds. Swick will get it back, and then Kelby's going to come out. Jalea Sherrod will check in for the first time. Let's see what Jalea can do. She's coming in averaging 6 points a game. The sophomore out of Centralia was Swick's number 2 scorer last year. Averaged 11 points a game, about 44% from the field, 26% from 3, 56% from the line. Also averaged 4 rebounds a game. She's averaging 4.5 so far through the first 6. Sophia Hoffman running the point. Gets up top to Ola. 4:45 to go in the first quarter. Bounce pass out to Arumi. Has it on the right wing. Going to dribble with the right hand. Picked up the dribble. Going to throw into the corner for Hoffman. 8 on the shot clock. Back out to Ola. Ball fake. Launching a pull-up 3. Not much of a contest. Missed it too strong. Rebound. Sophia battling for it. Gets it back. Kick out to Ola. Now inside for Gilmore. Almost lost it. Able to stay with it. Back up top for Hoffman. And we'll get it to Gilmore on the right wing. Elbow. Shot clock down to 7. 6. Jalea in the corner driving. Right block. Puts it up. Missed it too short. Rebound loose. Jalea gets it back. Did hit the rim. It's going to reset. Puts it up. And whistle foul. Count the basket. It's good. Jalea Sherrod on the board, and it's 16-0. 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Swick in the double bonus for the remainder of this first. Sherrod, a 50% free throw shooter to start the season. Trying to finish the 3-point play here.
was a 1,000-point scorer at Centralia during high school. They missed the free throw. Talisha Gilmore, offensive board, put back, no. It just missed. It looked like it was going to go in, but the rim said no. Brewer down the edge, trying to get the Hawks on the board. Layup inside. Good, got it. Whistle foul, count the basket, it's good. Chrissy Brewer at the bucket. And Talisha Gilmore called for the foul. And it will send Brewer to the line as Malcolm X on the board, coming here with 4:11 to go in the first quarter. Brewer's free throw, gonna bounce up off the rim and in. Brewer with 3 points on the night as Arumi will bring it back. Has it near the volleyball line, will bounce pass off to Hoffman. Driving, pull up shot mid-range. No, couldn't get it to go. It was dancing around the rim, and then we have a whistle on the rebound. It's going to be a held ball, and the possession arrow is in favor of the Hawks, so they will get it back. 3:46 to go in the first. 16-3 the score. They'll throw it in on the near far sideline for Brewer. That's got to be a travel, and it will be. Took a step after picking up the ball. Sophia Hoffman will get in the corner for Sherrod. She'll catch. Now throwing it for Gilmore inside. Lost it as the Hawks get the steal. They'll bring it back. Drive it down their end. No, and we'll have a foul. I think they're going to get a roomie for it. That'll be her first. And Malcolm X back-to-back trips to the line here in back-to-back possessions. It'll be 2 free throws here for Nia Liu. First one will miss. Second one is good. Goes 1 for 2. 16-4. Then we're going to have a foul as Sophia Hoffman was dribbling. And it will be Sophia Hoffman to the line. Did not have a trip to the free throw line Saturday, coming in 90% free throw shooter. Shot 78% at Carlisle during high school senior year. First one's good for Hoffman. Averaged 14.5 points, 42% shooting from the field, 30% from 3. Second one will miss. Will go 1 for 2. 17-4. Swick by 13. Their largest lead is 16. A 4-0 for Malcolm X. Driving all the way to the basket. Layup good for Liu. She's got the last 3, and it's 17-6. 3:20 to play in the first. Arumi will bring it back across the timeline. Has it at the volleyball line. Moving to the right of the center circle and out to the left. Gets it out to Ola on the left key. Throws it for Gilmore. Back to Arumi on the wing. Sherrod wide open to the corner. We're going to say she traveled as she wanted to dribble and drive to the basket. Ended up traveling. And it will go back to Malcolm X with 3:04 to go in the first quarter. (17-6). Hawks will bring it back here at Talbot. Crossover with the right hand, moves to her left as she gets it across the timeline. Driving all the way to the basket. That one's going to miss. Rebound pulled down by Jalea Sherrod. Gets it for Arumi. She wants to drive. Dump off inside for Hoffman, out of bounds. Went off of Malcolm X. Swick will have it on the baseline. Arumi will have it on the right baseline. Gets into the corner. Gilmore on the way to the basket. Missed it too strong, but we're going to block it. Foul called on the shot. Another trip to the free throw line for Swick. Talisha Gilmore at the line, 61% free throw shooter coming into tonight. And she'll make the first. Gilmore on the board, giving Swick now their 7th total score already. Half the team has scored. Second one will miss. Rebound pulled down by Wilk in the corner. Keeping the possession alive. Gilmore for the right elbow. Kick out left wing Arumi. Puts it on the deck of a dribble. Almost traveled. Gets out to Hoffman up top for catch and shoot 3. Bang! Got it. Sophia Hoffman with 4. Knocking down a triple, and it's 21-6 by 15. Hawks bringing it back with Tolbert. Got around the traffic. Kick out in the corner. Mid-range catch and shoot. Good. And it's 21-8. Rumi will throw it inside for Gilmore. Shields double team. Got it deflected out to Wilk. Got it kept alive. Now to Hoffman, another 3. That one's going to miss. Up in the air on the rebound. Back to Sophia off the deflection. Up top of Rumi. Catch it, shoot 3. Bang! There we go. Joanna Rumi hits the 3. And Swick has tied their largest lead, 24-8. They've tripled Malcolm X's points up to this point. 100 seconds to go in the first quarter. Brewer inside driving. And that will be a travel. Turnover will come back to Swick. Another substitution here for the Blue Storm. KJ Johnson wearing number 1. Freshman guard of Chicago will check in as Joanna Rumi will come out. So we have a hold up here at the scorer's table. As one of the referees over to talk to Malcolm X and see what we have here. Good to go here after a little bit of a delay. Johnson will bring it back for the Blue Storm, averaging 4.5 points a game. Gets it off to Sherrod up top, dribble with the right hand, hands it back off to Johnson. Now we'll give it for Wilk, finds a cut in. Hoffman almost lost on the pass. Able to stay with it now. Johnson inside for Gilmore, back it down. Goes to her right, now to her left. Talisha missed it. And a rebound pulled down by Malcolm X. They throw it in no man's land. Johnson picked it, stole it away on the interception, pull-up shot for the free throw line. No good, and then we're going to have a foul. It's 67 seconds to go in the first quarter. I believe they got Gilmore. That'd be her second, and a couple substitutions now coming for Swick. They do get Gilmore for the foul. Kelby Zupan, Eva Metrikoric, and Vignette Ambrose Pons will all check in. Ola Wilk, Talisha Gilmore, and Sophia Hoffman out. There'll be 2 free throws here for Kenosha Walker. First free throw here is good for Walker. 4th score so far for the Hawks as she's on the board. Next one will miss. Off hits the board. First of the night for the Hawks, and the putback is no good. Ambrose Pods on the rebound. Gets it to Julia Sherrod. Dribbles with the right hand out to Zupan in the corner. Went off her hand out of bounds. Swick will turn it over. Back to Malcolm X. 56 seconds to go in the first quarter. Trying to finish it strong here. Swick up by 15, 24-9. Hawks with it here on the left key. Talbert, kick out, right wing 3, catch and shoot. That one will miss, a little too short. Rebound pulled out by Johnson. Gets it off to Sherrod. She wants to drive all the way to the basket. Got cut off and then fell down. And Johnson couldn't recover. Malcolm X coming back on a fast break. As they'll fan it out now. Drive into the basket. Talbert, shot no good, too strong. Rebound tip. Kelby has it. Then we're going to have a injury timeout. Hopefully Julia Sherrod's all right. Like grabbing it there right knee, and hopefully she's all right. As we have 23.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. She'll be helped up by Eva and Kelby, and hopefully she's going to be all right. She'll be looked at. Hoping the best for her with 23.3 seconds to go in the first quarter. The shot clock turned off for the Blue Storm. Layla Pierce will check back in. She'll come in for the injured Sherrod. And Pierce will get it in for Johnson. She'll bring it across the timeline, moving left to right. So we can have the last possession of the first quarter. Shot clock is turned off. Take as much time as they want. Johnson, give it out to Metchigork. 8 down to 7. Drives inside. Going to be fouled right at 7 seconds. And Eve will go to line to shoot 2. Eva at the line, shooting 2. First one, no good. Trying to get her on the board. Led the game and score at 9 points on Saturday. 80% free throw shooter coming into today. Second one is good. Eva on the board with the free throw going 1 for 2. 25-9. Back to a 16-point lead. Swick's largest. And then a travel turnover by the Hawks. Swick will get it back with 4 seconds. 4.1 to be exact from half court. Could easily get a bucket here to end the first. Metchigork will trigger it in here on the near sideline. On the Malcolm X side of the court. Gets it to Johnson at half court. 2 seconds. Eva got to put one up, lost it out of bounds. That'll be the end of the first quarter as Malcolm X trailing 25-9. Swick with a huge first quarter. They opened up, I think it was a 16-0 lead, then finished on a 9-9 run. And it's a 16-point lead going into the second quarter. Swick this season is 5-0 and leading after the first. They lead 25-9. Second quarter coming up here after a timeout. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. Swick leading 25-9. They have the lead, and they'll have the ball here to start the second quarter. Steven Stack with you. Eva Metchigork will throw it in for KJ Johnson, Viet Ambrose Pons, Layla Pierce, and Kelby Zupan out there for Swick as they move left to right. Will kick out in the quarter. Head fake, drive-ins Layla Pierce all the way, and a shot no good. And our first foul comes in the second quarter, just 12 seconds in. Layla Pierce at the line. 2 points to her name so far. 86% free throw shooter. Earned the MVP honors of the Dan Hole Classic up at Triton College a week ago. Swick went 2-0 that weekend. First free throw no good. Defeated Marine Valley at Triton College. In those two games, averaged 20.5 points, 3 steals, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Shot 15 for 24 for the field, 9 for 16 from 3. Missed both the free throws. Rebound pulled down by Malcolm X. Hawks will bring it back here with Alou. Will dribble it up across the timeline. Try to speed it up, and Eva Metrogoric on the steal. Going to bring it back, drive it all the way. Layup no good, another foul, and Eva will shoot 2. Went 1 for 2 in that last trip before the end of the first quarter. We'll have a chance here to add on to that, see if we can make it 2 for 2. Carlotta Ray will check in, and yet Ambrose Pons will come out. First free throw for Eva is good. 2 points to her name now. And she's given Swick their largest lead of 17. Next one's good. He'll make it 18. 27-9. Swick has tripled Malcolm X's points once again. Lou dribble it up across the timeline. 40 seconds in here to the second quarter. Up top, move with the right hand, goes to the right elbow. Try to find a teammate. She picked up her dribble, just moves inside. Shot no good. Offensive board, put back no, and another foul. They'll get Swick's. I think they got. I didn't see who they got for that, actually. I think they got Kelby for, I think, is what it looked like was 3. First free throw, no good. Swick, this weekend, it will be back at home for Olive Harvey in Moberly area. Rematch with the Greyhounds Saturday after defeating them earlier this season. 2 weeks ago. Second free throw is good. 27-10. 50 seconds into the second quarter. Swick bringing it up very quickly. Knocked away. Zupan recovers. Out to Johnson in the corner. Back to Kelby. Up top for Carlotta. Dribbles with the right hand. Put on the deck now for Layla. Trying to move around the traffic. Back to Johnson. Gets a screen. Up top. Kick out to Kelby in the corner for Layla. Finds Eva wide open in the left block. Double team out to Zupan. Going to launch the 3, catch and shoot. That one's going to miss. Ray on the weak side gets the offensive board in the corner. Now to Johnson. Pull up shot. Mid-range. Got it just from a little bit beyond the free throw line. And Johnson's on the board. It's 29-10. Swick's largest lead at 19. Now off to, I think that's 10 total scores if my math is correctly. That shot's good by Alou with 5. And Swick will take a timeout with 8:24 to go here in the first half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total scores for Swick. Timeout on the floors. It's 29-12. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. Holly Woods will bring it back for Swick out of the timeout. Carlotta Ray, Eva Metrogor, Kelby, Zupan, and Layla Pierce out there for the Blue Storm. Layla on the left wing. Give it to Eva on the left block. Kick out up top for Woods. There's a little bit of a head faked out. Driving guy past the defender. Kick out to Pierce. Has on the wing, and they're going to say a travel. It'll go back to the Hawks. Sophia Hoffman will check in. Layla Pierce will come out. Jalea Sherrod still being looked at. Hopefully she's all right. Kelby Zupan will come out. Talisha Gilmore back in. Hawks will have it here with Talbert. Up top, ball's going to be loose. It's going to go out of bounds, and another turnover as it went off of Malcolm X. Wick will get it back again. Wick still leading by 17, 8 minutes to go. In this first half, inside for Gilmore. Going to lay up with the left hand. Missed it too short. Got her own offensive board. Puts it back up. Airballed it. Malcolm X trying to keep it in and able to find a teammate in the loop. She wants to drive. Going all the way to the basket. Layup, no good. And a rebound by Metrogork. She'll bring it across. We're coming back. Pull up shot. Free throw line. Missed it too strong. Rebound. Hawks have it. Now Metrogork trying to fight for it. And we will get a held ball. The possession arrow is in favor of Malcolm X. Hawks will keep it. 7:27 to go in the first half. Talbert will hand it off for Lou. Driving, got around at Carlotta Ray. That layup no good. And Sophia Hoffman will track down the rebound. Gets it for Metrogork, across the timeline. Driving with the left hand, kick out to Woods. Left key three, catch and shoot. Bang, got it. Holly Woods now with 5, and it's 32-12. Swick up by 20. New largest lead. First time up by 20 tonight. Here comes a 3 for Malcolm X. That one is going to hit the top of the backboard, and it will go out of bounds. On a missed 3 from Walker. Holly Woods will have it back. Bounce pass out to Eva. Have it on the left key. Up top for Gilmore. Back out to Holly. Going inside for Metrogork on the right block. Pass tipped out of bounds. Blue Storm will have it on the right baseline. Joanna Rumi will check in. Holly Woods will come out. Eva will have it on the baseline. Gets it up top for Carlotta. 15 on the shot clock. Driving inside. No good, but a foul. Carlotta Ray will shoot 2. Carlotta at the line. Went 1 for 2 earlier. Came in 2 tonight. A 46% free throw shooter. Shot 67% last year. First one will miss. Second one will miss them both. Rebound. Carlotta does get her own offensive board near the left elbow. Now out for Hoffman. Throwing it for, now for Hoffman. So Rumi was the one that threw it. Now inside for Gilmore. Going to be tipped. Couldn't hold on to it. Stolen away. Hawks bringing it back. Eva deflected the pass. Hoffman will track it down near half court. Gets it to Gilmore inside. Right block. Her shot is denied. And the Hawks will have it. And then a foul call. That's going to go against Gilmore. That's going to be her 3rd. And Michaela Rambert-Carter will check in for Talisha Gilmore. Hawks will bring it back here at Talbert. Up top for Brewer. That's going to be up and down. Turnover back to Swick. 6 minutes to go on the dot in the second quarter. Sophia Hoffman out right for Carlotta Ray. Gets the screen. Rambert Carter set it. Now for Hoffman, left wing 3, catch and shoot. Going to bounce up, and that one will go over the backboard out of bounds. Malcolm X bringing it back once again. 32-12, 5:45 to go in the half. Currently, Swick's largest lead. I haven't seen the bucket here in just a little bit. That layup going to be no good. Malcolm X offensive board, kick out right corner. That three-pointer could be no good. Malcolm X trying to keep it in was Jaleesa Diaz, and she ended up hitting the deck. Looks like she will be all right. As Jamaica Garrett make her first appearance at the ball game. Joanna Rumi will check out. And we're going to get a timeout. So come back here with 5:32 to go in the second quarter, 32-12 here from Southwestern Illinois College. Hawks looking in from the corner. 5.5 to play. Layup inside. Good. 32-14. Sophia Hoffman will bring it back for the Blue Storm. Lead back under 20. Hoffman has it on the left wing. Trying to move around. We'll throw it up for Ray on the right key. Carlotta going out to Eva. Left wing three. Catch and shoot. Bang! Got it. Eva Metrogoric with 5. Ties Holly Woods in score tonight for the Blue Storm with 5 points. Tied for second. 35-14. That's also Swick's new largest lead at 21. Inside a little floater. That shot no good. Rebound by Hoffman. Sophia throwing it for Garrett near the other side of the hoop. Layup good. Jamaica Garrett having a great pass from Hoffman. Found Garrett. Other side of the court near the hoop, and Jamaica Garrett's on the board. 37-14. 11 total scores for the Blue Storm tonight. Only 3 they have not scored is Ola Wilk, Michaela Rambert-Carter, and Vignette Ambrose Pons. That shot no good. Offensive board, put back yes for Brewer. She's got 5. Diane Alou for the score and the lead for the Hawks. That shot no good. Rambert-Carter on the putback. It got it. Swick now to 12 total scores. 39-16, 4:05 to go in the half. Bumping, and then we're going to get a foul. So we have we'll get a timeout and figure out what we have when we come back. 4:03 to go as there's 2 whistles on the play. We'll come back and figure out what we got. 4:03 to go in the first half, 39-16. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. All right, so looks like we're going to get a tech issued on Eva Mechagoric for Swick, and then another tech that's going to be issued on 13 for Malcolm X. I do not have a name for 13, just have number 13. And it's going to be Swick ball. I want to say, I believe they said it was off the possession arrow, so that's where we're at. Swick has 5 team fouls, Malcolm X with 4, so I believe that's, let's try to overhear everything from the scores table. That's what we have. So Hollywoods will have it for the Blue Storm. They'll get it here left to right. Sophia Hoffman, Carlotta Ray, Michaela Rampart Carter, and Jamaica Garrett out there for Swick. Ray from the right quarter, moving inside, picked up the dribble, draws the foul. She has 2 free throws coming. Swick will be in the bonus for the remainder of the half. Carlotta Ray 1 for 4 for the free throw line tonight in 2 trips. Look to improve it here. First one for Carlotta is good. Swick up to 40 points now in the night. Currently have outscored Malcolm X 15-7 here in this second quarter. Second free throw is no good. Hawks get the rebound, they'll bring it back. This will be here with the Hawks up top. We'll kick out left. Pull up 3. Bang, got it for Talbert. She's on the board. And it's 40-19. Hoffman will bring it back, gives it off to Garrett. She'll walk it across the timeline. Out to Woods on the right wing. Throws it for Rambert Carter. Had it tipped and stolen away. Malcolm X will bring it back. Drive it inside. Staying with them on the left block. Will go up top. Carlotta Ray at the steal. Carlotta across the timeline. Slowing it down. Underneath the basket. Kicks out to Woods. Left quarter 3. Catch and shoot. Missed it. Rebound tipped. Carter gets it back. Ray up top to Hoffman, back to Ray, right quarter 3, catch and shoot, missed it too short, gets her on offensive board, bounce pass for Carter inside, puts up and draws the foul, and 2 free throws coming. A couple good shots there. You had Holly Woods, left quarter 3, no good. Carlotta's Ray's 3-pointer, no good. Then Rambert Carter had an open layup inside, she draws the foul. Sophia Hoffman will check out. KJ Johnson will check in. Carlotta Ray also out. Ola Wilk will come in as we have an injured player. That's Malcolm X. Can't get any jersey number. We'll get it to it. We come back out of timeout. Hopefully she'll be all right. She'll be looked at. 2:55 to go in the first half. 4-19. Another timeout. Back in a moment here from Swick. Osha Walker was the injured player for Malcolm X. She was helped off to the bench, and hopefully she's all right being looked at. As Michaela Rambert Carter shooting 2 here for Swick in the double bonus for the remainder of this first half with 2:55 to go. And her first free throw's good. 60% free throw shooter coming into this evening. Shot 52% at the line last year for Johnny Logan. Missed the second, and the rebound pulled down by the Hawks. They'll bring it back here at Talbert. Pass near the corner, able to keep it in for the moment. It threw it right to Swick as it's going to be Johnson. Throw it up for Woods, she'll catch. Holly picked up the dribble, back to Johnson, a bounce pass to the right wing. Move it inside, now kick out to Garrett, out to Holly. Thought about a 3, drives inside after a head fake, puts up a layup, no good. Offensive board, Carter, put back, yes. He has the last 3 for Swick, and she has 5 total of the night, 43-19. Swick back by 24, tying their largest lead. 2:20 to go in the half. Joanna Rumi and Vanette Ambrose Pons waiting to come in the next dead ball for Swick. Up top with Topper, trying to move around Johnson, nowhere to go, gets a screen, launches a pull-up three. That one will miss. Rebound by Carter. Gets it for Woods, she'll throw it for Johnson. Waits for her teammates to come back, now gets to Woods, driving, kick out for Garrett, catch and shoot mid-range. Got it. Jamaica Garrett with 4, Swick's new largest lead at 26. 45-19. Inside, and we're going to get a travel. It'll go back to Swick. 103 seconds to go in the half. Ambrose Pons in a room. He'll check in. Carter and Garrett will check out. Holly with it will give it off to Johnson. Pull up shot, right elbow, not going to fall. Rebound by the Hawks. 90 seconds to go in the first half. This will be here with Diaz. Gives out left for Talbert. Drive it inside. Going to be loose. Ola Wilk gets it back. Gives it for Johnson. A 4-on-2. Pass for Ruby. Almost ran her out of bounds, and it did. Couldn't hold on to it. Another turnover by Swick. Have had a couple too many, I would say, in this first half. Just a couple too many. .70 seconds to go in the half. This will be here at Talbert. Up top, got past Johnson. Kick out to the left wing. Gonna launch a pull-up three. That one's gonna brick. Rebound towards the corner. Ola kept it in and threw it right to a Malcolm X player. Inside, that shot gonna be no good. Ola bringing it back. Inside, and a travel against Ola Wilk. 47.8 seconds to go in the half. Carlotta Ray will check in for Ola Wilk. .17-second differential, the clock. So throw it out left here for Diaz. She'll catch. Dribble it up top, going out to the left key. Kick out in the corner. Ball fake by Talbert. Drive it inside, puts up a shot, not going to fall. Ambrose Pons brings down the rebound. I think it's about a 1 second. They're going to say 1.5 second differential, looks like. Holly inside, puts it up, no good. Rebound, and then we're going to have a foul underneath with 22 seconds on the dot. And yet Ambrose Pons to the line, only 1 of 2 scorers, or 1 of 2 players that's not scored yet tonight for Swick, Heron, and Ola Wilk. Ambrose Pons, a 50% free throw shooter coming in, knocks down the free throw. It's Swick now with 13 total scores tonight. Leading by 27. And we'll make it 28. Only held Malcolm X to 10 points here in this second quarter. Swick on the other side scored 22. Shot clock turned off, 15 seconds. Talbert on the left wing, drive it, bounce pass inside. Layup, not going to fall. Stolen away, Hawks get it back. Pull-up shot inside the paint, good. Swick has a little bit of time here. 3 seconds, 2. Arubi from half court throws it for Ambrose Pons. Catch it, shoot 3 at the buzzer, will miss. And Swick will take a 47-20 lead into the locker room, a +9 second quarter, and have their second largest lead tonight of 27 here at the half. 47-20, Swick 6-0 this season, is 5-0 when leading at halftime. Looking to continue that streak here. A 27-point lead, as we'll be back here in a few minutes with your halftime report here from Southwestern Illinois College. 47-20 is the score here at the half in favor of the Blue Storm. Back in a moment. at the half. Swick holding on to a 47-21 lead. 6-0 on the season, 5-0 when leading at the half. Up to a 26-point lead. Steven Stocker with you. Let's go ahead and go through the Swick leading scores. Kelby Zupan leading the way with 9 points. She's 2 for 2 from 3 and a couple scores with 5. Holly Woods, who knocked out a 3. Michaela Rambert-Carter and Eva Metrogork, who also knocked out a 3. 4 points for Jamaica Garrett and Sophia Hoffman. Knocking out a 3. Joanna Ruby, she has 3 points to her name. A couple scores with 2. KJ Johnson, Layla Pierce, Carlotta Ray, Jalea Sherrod, and Fayette Ambrose Pons wrapping things out for the Blue Storm. The only one that did not score was Ola Wilk, didn't get much shots off. I think she may have got 1 or 2 shots off, if that. So obviously hasn't had much time on the floor with the ball. So we'll see if she can become the 14th scorer, do what Swick did on Saturday, get all 14 players to score. Over for Malcolm X, their leading scorer with 5 points was Chrissy Brewer. She was tied with Nia Alou, both with 5. With 4 points was number 13. I don't have a name yet. It's number 13 on the Malcolm X roster. 2 scorers with 3, Olu Ibande, and also with 3 was Diarra Tauber, knocked out a 3. 1 point for Kadesha Walker went 1 for 2 at the line. Score by the quarter looked like this: plus 16 first quarter for the Blue Storm, 25-9, followed by a plus 8 second quarter, 20-12 to get you a score 47-21 at the half. Swick this season is 5-0 lead at halftime. Malcolm X is 0-1 when trailing at the half of the second half for an exit less than 90 seconds here from Southwestern Illinois College. Malcolm X will start with the ball here, moving left to right. As they're in black jerseys, red text dribbles. Steven Stockley of Swick is in gray jerseys, blue text dribbles. Swick in the front. They'll move right to left as we have a whistle right away, 11 seconds in. And it's going to go against the Hawks. Swick will get it back. Out there for the Hawks, this is the started 5 for the second half for them. It will be Zoe Fletcher, Diarra Talbert, Chrissy Brewer, missing 2 more. So Fletcher, I'm missing 1 more. That's going to be Alou and Banye. Out there for Swick, it's going to be Layla Pierce, Kelby Zupan. We turn it over. Falls out of Layla's hands right underneath the basket out of bounds. Layla Pierce, Kelby Zupan, Holly Woods, Carlotta Ray, and Talisha Gilmore for the Blue Storm. 47-21, 9:35 here in the third quarter, just 25 seconds into the second half. Hawks will have it in the corner with Talbert. Gonna do a little bit of a crossover. Drive it inside, gonna put up a layup. That one a little bit too strong. Rebound gonna be loose, tracked down by Pierce. Layla will throw it for Holly Woods. We'll give it off to Pierce on the right wing. Back out to Holly. Wide open 3. Launches it, airballed it too short. There we're gonna have a foul underneath the basket. As Talisha Gilmore hit the deck, the foul will be called on Brewer. That'll be her first, our first foul. The second half comes 52 seconds into the third. I think that's her fourth, actually. As it will be Madison Diepold who will come in for her. Carlotta Ray will have it on the right baseline. We'll throw it up top for Kelby Zupan. Pass is deflected, and the Hawks recover. They'll get it back here. This will be with Fletcher driving layup. That one's going to miss too short. Layla Pierce will pull down the rebound. It's out for Hollywood. Thought about a pull-up three out to Pierce. Dribbling with the right hand. Still looking for our first points here of the third quarter. Almost 90 seconds in. Pierce, right wing three, catch and shoot. Missed it too short. Kelby, offensive board. Kick out to Carlotta. Her shot's no good as it falls off the rim. Hawks will bring it back. Inside. Layup good. Whistle foul. Count the basket. It's good. And our first points come here with 8:32 to go in the third. Madison Diepold at the bucket. She's on the board. And Malcolm X will make it 47-23. And the free throw is good for Diepold. She's got 3. And we're going to have a whistle. I think it has something to do with the clocks. Gilmore again for Zupan out on the right wing. Has the ball in her right hand, now going to dribble with her left. Drive it all the way to the basket. Layup, got it, whistle foul, count the basket. What a drive. Was being harassed up at the right wing and then put on the deck and took it all the way to the basket. Layup good. That'll be Zupan with 11, enters double figures. First double-digit score tonight for Swick, up to 11. Yeah, we'll look to get one more here at the line. Kelby's free throw will miss. Rebound pulled down by the Hawks. We'll bring it back here out in the right wing. Pass out in the corner. 49-24. Both teams have scored 2 points here to start off the second half. Talbert with it. Trying to drive. Line on the launch. A step back pull up mid-range. Not going to fall. Rebound pulled down by Gilmore. Now it'll be Holly Woods. 2 minutes in to the third. Holly dribbling free throw line. Gilmore going to put it up. Draws the foul. And Talisha will shoot 2. 7:44 to go in the third. Talisha Gilmore at the line. She is a 61% free throw shooter coming in. Went 1 for 2 earlier in that first half. First one is good. Next one's good, so Talisha 2 for 2's got 3. It's the layup, that's going to be no good, but a foul. Another 2 free throws, so coming the other way. Talbert to the line, 3 points in that first half, knocked down to 3. At the line to shoot 2. First one is good. Second one will miss. Rebound going to be tipped up in the air. Kelby Zupan will track it down. There's a three-point out one's going to be no good. Kelby gets the offensive board. Back out to Holly. Inside for Gilmore. Go to her right, now to her left. Layup missed a little bit too strong. Gets the offensive board. Put back, no, and another foul. And Talisha Gilmore will go back to the line shooting 2 more free throws. Last possession and Talisha Gilmore taking free throws. We'll have 2 more here. First one's good. Gilmore with 4. Second one will miss. Rebound pulled out in the corner by Malcolm X. 7:10 to go in the third. 52-25. Swick by 27. And we'll have a foul at half court. Another whistle, like the fourth whistle we've had in the last probably 45 seconds of game time. Sophia Hoffman and Joanna Rumi will check in. Holly Woods and Layla Pierce will come out. Hawks will throw it in here on the near sideline. Get it in on a bounce pass for Taubert near the volleyball line. 20 on the shot clock. 7 minutes to go in the third. 52-25. Trying to drive, and we're going to have another foul on the right side. And it's going to be an offensive foul. It's going to go against Malcolm X. Sorry. It goes against Joanna Rumi. Never mind. I had 2 14s. I heard 14 black, which would have been Malcolm X. It would have been 14 white, and goes against Arumi. So 52-25, 3 minutes in. Here's a pull-up 3 for Taubert. Missed too strong, hit the back of the backboard. Kelby Zupan will pull it down. Gets it for Rumi. Inside for Gilmore. Going to lay this one up. Got it. Talisha Gilmore with 6. She's got 5 points in the first 3 minutes of this second half, and it's 54-25. Hawks will bring it back here with Taubert. They're going to double team her on the sideline. Rumi and Ray are there. Stuck is Taubert, and we're going to timeout called by Malcolm X. Now 19 on the shot clock, 6:34 the game clock when we come back. 54-25. Swick has their largest lead as well of 29 when we come back here from Southwestern Illinois College. Out of the Hawks timeout, they'll get it in. 6:30 to go in the third. Both teams with 4 team fouls, so both of them will be in the bonus for the remainder of this quarter. Kick out in the corner on a bounce pass. Faking it's Diaz. Now picked up the dribble. Throwing to the left block inside. A layup, no good, but a foul. 2 free throws coming for Madison Dimepool. 2 points. 3 points to her. Had a bucket and then a foul. Got the free throw to go. And so she'll go back to the line for her second trip. Sophia Hoffman, Talisha Gilmore, Carlotta Ray, Ola Wilk, and Joanna Rumi out there for Swick. First one will miss. Gets the second. Dipole with 4, pulls it back to 28. Swick's second largest lead of the evening. This will be Carlotta Ray with it, trying to dribble, kick it out to Ola Wilk. Down the corner for Ray, does a little bit of a ball fake. Now out to Hoffman up top. Gets a screen, Arumi does a little behind the back, dribble in left side of the lane. Kick out to Hoffman up top for Ola. Drive it inside, shot clock going down, has to get up at the buzzer, no good. Hoffman comes in, gets the rebound, put back, yes. Sophia Hoffman, the 5'7" guard, coming in there with the shot clock going down. Gilmore's mid-range no good, but gets the put back on the offensive board. Great job by Hoffman to get in there. Swick back up by 30, their largest lead, 56-26. And that's going to be stolen away right to Arumi. Throws it for Carlotta Ray. Drive it all the way. Layup no good. She draws the foul, and 2 free throws coming for Carlotta Ray. Carlotta at the line. 2 points tonight. 2 for 4 for the free throw line. First free throw no good for Ray. Free throw's good for Ray. She will come out. KJ Johnson will come in for her. Diaz will have it here for the Hawks on the left wing. Bounce pass in the corner. Ball fake by Taubert, moving up top. Halfway in the third, 57-26. Dribble in here, we'll throw it out towards the corner. Shot clock down to 3, 2, puts up a shot, no good. Air balled, and he got the rebound, was Walker. Easy put back as she was left alone. She's got 3. Johnson bringing it back, we'll slow it down. Up top for Gilmore. Puts on deck, back to Johnson on the right key. Goes out for Arumi, she'll catch. Dribbled with the right hand, trying to move right. Fake the handoff to Johnson all the way to the basket. Arumi's layup no good. Rebound by Malcolm X. Bounce pass inside, gonna put it up, got it. Walker with the last 4 for Malcolm X. 57-30. Hoffman, wide open 3, catch and shoot, bang! Sophia Hoffman with 9. Second in scoring night for the Blue Storm behind Kelby Zupan. 60-30, Swick back by 30, their second largest lead. Talbert will have it in net. Ambrose Pons will wait to come in next step ball for Swick. Under 4 minutes to go in the third. Swick try to make it their first 7-0 start since 2011. That 3-pointer no good, was airballed out of bounds. Have a media timeout as Swick will get it back. 3:41 to go in the third. 60-30. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. Swick bringing it back, going right to left. KJ Johnson will have it. Gets it across the timeline. Will throw it out for Rumi. Olo Wilk, Finette, Ambrose Pons, and Jamaica Garrett out there. Layup no good. Rebound tipped out to the free throw line. Talbert had it. Johnson tipped it away for a moment. Stayed with it, though. Was Talbert. Now a shot from Malcolm X. Good to the mid-range. And it's 60-32. Johnson has it back across the timeline. Goes out right for Rumi. Dribbled with the left hand. Will bounce pass out to Johnson up top. Driving right side now. Back and towards the wing. Ola. Pull-up shot free at the line. Can't get it to go. She's the only one that's not scored yet tonight for Swick. 13 of the 14 players have scored. Rebound back to Malcolm X. They'll get it. 2:40 to play in the third. Throw it out towards the wing. 15 on the shot clock. Throw it back up top here for Diaz, who catches near the volleyball line. Now up top for Talbert again. From the right elbow is the shot clock going down, no good. Garrett pulls down the board. We'll throw it for Ola Wilk inside. Finds it open. Johnson, easy layup. And KJ Johnson with 4. And Swick is back up by 30. It was an easy layup there. Couple substitutions coming in for Swick in the next dead ball. I believe it's going to be Eva Metrogor, Collie Woods, and Layla Pierce. Walker with it up top, 10 on the shot clock. Using the pivot foot, will throw it out right for Diaz. Down to 5, 4, drives, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Wilk. Less than 100 seconds to go in the third. Ola gonna dribble and gonna draw the block and foul on Talbert. And it will send Ola Wilk to the line to shoot 2. There'll be a chance for Ola to get on the board. As I mentioned, the only one that's not scored tonight. 50% free throw shooter coming in, 64% free throw shooter last year. Rumi and Johnson will check out. Woods and Pierce back in. First free throw for Wilk is good. And that will be Swick's 14th total score of the night. Ola with 2 for 2. Swick's largest lead is 32 now, and Ola will come out. Eva Metrogork will come in for her. 93 seconds to play in the third. Talbert has it near the half-court line. Gets the screen. Woods falls down. It's going to be a legal screen, and it'll come back for Swick. And that's going to be the 5th personal on Walker, so she will foul out. Swick bringing it back, 80 seconds to go in the third. Doubled Malcolm X's points, 64-32. Holly driving. Nowhere to go up top for Layla. Now on the left wing for Garrett. Ball fake. Moves to her left. Driving left block. Going to put up a fadeaway. Missed it too short. Rebound going to be tipped up in the air. And the Hawks will get it. 60 seconds to play. We'll kick out on the left block. That shot going to be no good. Rebounded by Ambrose Pons. Layla Pierce. 2 points to her name so far. Kick out of the corner for Eva. Gets past the defender. Driving inside. Layup good. Eva Metrogork with 7. Kind of easy drive there. Blew past her defender and got the layup to go. She's got 7. 40 seconds to play. About a 16-second differential between the clocks. 66-32. Talbert gonna launch a pull-up 3 after getting a screen. No good. Shot clock turned off, so we can have the last possession here in the third. Layla driving all the way. Her shot layup no good. Hawks get the rebound, they'll bring it back, and then it's stolen away. Eva will have it, 15 seconds. Have another shot again, the last bucket here of the quarter. Eva with 10, 9, 8, gets it for Ambrose Pons. Out left for Holly. Had a little space up top. Layla can launch a catch and shoot three. Missed it, the front of the rim, and that will end the third quarter. We'll have 0.7 on the clock. So we got inbounded here. And that will now end the third quarter, 66-32. Swick leading by 34, their largest lead of the night, and are just 10 minutes away from making it their first 7-0 start in program history since 2011. We'll see if they can get it done. 10 minutes away, 66-32 the score. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. Swick will move right to left here to start the fourth quarter. Holly Woods will have it. Steven Stock with you, Kelby Zupan, Eva Metrogork, Layla Pearson, Talisha Gilmore also out there for the Blue Storm. Woods, ball fake, throw to the corner, and a bounce pass for Gilmore. Now kicks to the other corner for Eva. Pull-up shot and a floater, got it. Eva Metrogork with 9, ties Sophia Hoffman for second in score lead, both with 9 points behind Kelby Zupan with 11. 30 seconds into the fourth. Hawks will bring it back left to right. They'll give it off for Taubert. Guarded by Woods, loses the ball. Holly has it, able to get it off to Eva. Bounce pass for Kelby inside. A layup going to be blocked out of bounds. Wick will keep possession as it went off of Diepold on the block. Eva will throw it in for Zupan. Right side of the lane, nowhere to go up top. Got to find a teammate. Finds a cut in Metrogork on the right side, draws the foul. And that's going to be the fifth on Chrissy Brewer, so she will foul out. So Fletcher will come in for her. Look at all four players line up on the right side of the lane, and they're able to get it to Talisha Gilmore. Kind of all of them dispersed besides Talisha on the right side on the inbound, and Gilmore makes it a 38-point lead. 70-32. 60 seconds into the fourth. They'll throw it out in the left key for Fletcher up top, driving inside. Throws up a prayer, not answer, but a foul. So Fletcher to the line to shoot two, looking to get on the board here. Malcolm X with 7 total scores on the night. First one for Fletcher is good. And the next one will miss. Rebound pulled down by Gilmore. 1 for 2 And that trip for Malcolm X's Fletcher. Holly Woods with it, gives it off for Pierce. Now Eva, head fake, puts up a shot for the left side of the lane, a little bit too strong. Couldn't get it to go in the basket. Malcolm X bringing it back here. That one's going to be stolen away. Layla Pierce wide open down the other end. Easy layup, good. Layla with 4. Swick by 39. Minutes into the fourth quarter. Malcolm X with it up top here at Talbot. Pass inside, gonna lose it. Out of bounds. Hollywood's bringing it back here. Less than 8 minutes to go. Layla wide open right corner. 3, bang! Layla Pierce with 7. She has the last 5. Up by 42 and a timeout by Malcolm X. Swick's new largest lead. It continues to grow. 7:38 to go. We'll see how much more it will grow. Back in a moment from Swick. Malcolm X took the timeout. They'll bring it back out of it. 75-33 the score. Swick looking to make it a 7-0 start, be the first since 2011. They've won by big amounts in these ball games. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Swick. They're outscoring opponents by 4 points in the first half. 2 points in the second half, and they've been winning games by just about over double digits. Here's a left wing 3. That one is going to miss. Rebounded by Carter. Johnson, Ruby, Ray, and Hoffman out there. Carlotta has it. Kick out in the corner. Rumi. Catch and shoot 3 for the left corner. Just missed it. Rebound. Carter offensive board. Put back just a little bit too short. Got denied by the side of the rim. Hawks bring it back. Drive it all the way. Layup no good. Rebound tipped up in the air. And Malcolm X will get it back on an offensive board. Out to Talbot on the left key. In the corner for Dipole. Ball fake. Throws it. And it's thrown away. KJ Johnson will track it down. And an easy layup for the freshman. We're at number 1. She's got 6. (77-33). Malcolm X with only 1 point here in the fourth. No field goals to Tauber. Pull-up shot for it, a little bit too strong. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound, Johnson, another rebound. Kick out to Carlotta Ray. Another easy layup. No, missed it. Too strong. She was open. Couldn't get it to go. Just a little bit too much on it. Hawks bringing it back inside. Going to put up a shot on a turnaround. Got it. 77-35. Out to Johnson in the corner for Ray. Bounce pass for Hoffman. Inside for Carter. Her pass stolen away. Rumi. Sorry, check. I was thinking 14 on us. 14's Taubert. I was thinking 14 to Rumi for us. There's a pull-up three. That one's good for Taubert. 77-38. She has 7 on the night. Rumi will get it off to Hoffman. Right wing three. Catch and shoot. Loaded. Missed it. Rebounded by Dipold. 5:15 to go. Almost halfway home here in the fourth quarter. Drive it all the way. Layup no good, but a foul. Go against Carter. You're her first. And Zoe Fletcher line to shoot 2. With 5:12 to play in the game. First one, no good. Next one, good. Fletcher goes 1 for 2. 2 points on the night for her, both coming from the line. Ray will throw it for Johnson, and a little bit of contact made, able to hold on to the ball. Talbert called for the foul. Swick will have it on the far sideline. We'll throw it in for Rumi. Back to Johnson on the right wing. In the corner for Ray. Kick off to Carter. Free throw line. Couldn't get out of her hands. It's stolen away. Hawks bringing it back. Bounce pass inside for Dipold. Able to track it down near the baseline. We'll walk it back up top. Malcolm X will slow things down now. Inside, driving, left side, layup no good. Rebound by Carter. Ray will bring it back. Over halfway home in the fourth quarter. Johnson in the corner for Rumi. Eyes it up now, wants to drive. Kick out to Carlotta. Head fake, pull up shot. Missed it. Carter offensive board. Put back, yes. She has 7. And Swick will have substitutions coming in next dead ball. Ola Wilk, Jamaica Garrett, and Minette Ambrose Pons will all come in here in just a moment after the foul. Carter called for her second. Garrett, Ambrose Pons, and Wilk will check in. It'll be Ray, Arumi, and Carter out. First free throw good for Fletcher, down to 3 points on the night. And the next one, no good. Another 1 for 2 trip. 3 for 6 on the night. Johnson in the corner. Pull up 3. Bang! Got it! Johnson with 9. 81-40s. Quick by 41. Under 4 minutes to play. Talbert, bounce pass, will kick out the Dipold, mid-range jump, catch and shoot, got it. Dipold with 6, all coming here in the second half. Hoffman in the corner for Wilk, back off to Sophia on the left wing, kicks it for Garrett, near the right elbow, double team, loses the ball, able to recover on the floor. Sophia can put on the deck, she will. We'll fan it back up, now in the corner for Johnson, driving, puts up a floater, got it from the right corner. KJ Johnson with 11 will tie the scored lead with Kelby Zupan both in double digits, the only 2 double-digit scorers in the ball game. 83-42, 3:05 to go. Gets a screen, drive it all the way. Could it be a foul? It'll go against Swick. Ambrose Pons will be called for her first. First one good. Second one will miss. Rebound, pull down. Hoffman will have it. And we're going to have a foul. It'll go against Malcolm X, so Fletcher called. That'll be her second. And that is going to have a timeout with 2:59 to play. Back in a moment. Here from Southwestern College, Swick leading by 40. Swick out of the timeout, bring it back with Johnson to the corner for Ambrose Pons. Catch and shoot three, in and out, one and go. Rebound, Hoffman fighting for it, had it in her hands, and that's going to be a jump ball. The possession arrow is in favor of Malcolm X, so they will get it. With 2:51 to go here in the ball game. Back here with Talbert. Up top will drive all the way to the basket. Layup good. She has 9 on the night. 83-45. That one will go out of bounds. Swick will turn it over. Back to Malcolm X. Tauber across the timeline will dribble. Bounce pass out for Abande, and she will be, we're going to get an offensive foul. There's the illegal screen called against Malcolm X, 2:15 to go. Johnson bringing it back. Swick trying to get their lead back to 40, sitting at 38. Johnson kick out in the corner for Hoffman. We'll move it towards the left wing, inside for Wilk. Try to put it up, had it blocked out of bounds. Did not touch her. Went off of the Hawks, and it'll be Swick ball on the right baseline. Hoffman will come out. Michaela Carter will check in for her. Johnson will get in for Carter. Layup no good, too strong. Pulled down by Malcolm X. And then Ola going to force the jump ball. And it'll come back to Swick off the possession arrow. 1:56 to go, be on the right baseline. They get it to Carter. Now out to Johnson. Wilk going for Carter. Catch and shoot mid-range. Got it. All net for Michaela Carter. She's got 9. There's a three-pointer down the other end. No good. Too strong. Offensive board on the weak side. Diaz driving. Puts up a layup. Not going to fall. Carter pulls down the board. 90 seconds to play. Swick back by 40. Johnson driving. Kick out to Garrett. Catch and shoot mid-range. Missed it. Rebound tipped. And it goes back to Malcolm X. Diapoled on one-on-one. Garrett catching up to her. Driving, puts up the layup. No good. Jamaica Garrett, good defense. Swick a 5-on-4. Garrett fake the pass all the way. No good. Offensive board that the lost to his Ambrose Pons. 65 seconds. Back to Diapoled underneath. Layup good. She has 8. 85-47. 60 seconds to go. Ola Wilk with it, dribbling with the right hand. We'll throw it out for Johnson. That one going to be tipped, and Johnson's going to be fouled. It's the 15th foul on Malcolm X. So KJ Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2, looking to add on to her 11 points on the night. 40% free throw shooter coming in. Only appeared in 6 games, recovering from an ACL injury at Whitney Young her senior year last year. Averaged 9.5 points in those 6 games. First one, no good. Second one, Johnson missed them both. Rebound pulled down by Malcolm X. Hawks with it up top. Will throw it out towards the left wing. Drive it inside, put up a shot, got it. Fletcher with 5. About a 6-second differential on the clock. It's 85-49. Johnson just walking up, taking their time here as Swick, and we'll get to 7-0. And talked with Coach Jonathan Denny before the season. You know, when I sat down with him for our season preview interview, is another offensive board. Third one is good. Ambrose Pons with the bucket whistle, foul, count the basket. It's good, and a free throw coming. I sat down with him before the season, and he said, you know, if we could start undefeated in our first 5 or 6 games, we would be happy with that. 7-0 in the first 7, though, is really, really good. And Swick has an opportunity, honestly, to probably start 14, 15, and 16-0. I know it's really early to say that. Well, it's only game number 7, but there's a real possibility it could easily start 15-0. Get 2 tough games this week at Olive Harvey and Moberly area. Then you get Jeffco Tuesday on the road, which will be a very big one against the D2 ranked foe in the Vikings. And then you have Shawnee, a team that currently is 0-4 to start the year. Kaskaskia, you could beat them. Lewis and Clark after that. And then you go into New Year with Middle Area, which should be a really tough one. Diapole, see, buzzer sounds, 88-49. Swick with the win. The first 7-0 start for this program since 2011. Head coach Jonathan Denny in his 4th year has his ladies off to a 7-0 start with an 88-49 final over Malcolm X. The Hawks will fall to 0-2. And we're back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College talking about it next. Welcome back here to Southwestern Illinois College. The Blue Storm get the win 88-49, and they will start 7-0 on this season, the first 7-0 start for the program since 2011. So we welcome in our post-game show, Steven Stock. We are joined here by our player of the game guest, the freshman out of Carlisle, Sophia Hoffman. Sophie, thanks for taking time to join me.
Yes, of course.
You guys get the win 7-0, and you play Malcolm X, you know, a little bit of a interesting opponent.
Mm-hmm.
You guys were able to get a strong start, 25-9 in that first quarter, end up going up by over 20 in that at halftime. You build a plus 10 third, end up winning by 39. Just talk about your guys' thoughts on this one.
I think we just came out ready to play, from the tip, and we knew they were going to be like an aggressive team, more get to the basket. So I think we played our game plan really well. We pushed the ball up the floor, and I think we really wore them down. I think that helped us in the long run.
You guys had everyone score tonight, which obviously is always really good. That means you're probably doing something right offensively. 14 scores. Just talk about the offense here through these first 7 games, because you're seeing here on any given night, anybody can be the leading scorer. Anybody can drop, double digits like we saw tonight.
Yeah, I think that's one of our biggest weapons is that you never know, any one of us can have a really good night, and we're all just really supportive and happy that can be anybody. It's just we're really good at sharing the ball, getting in the paint, dishing out, finding the open person, and that's going to help us throughout the season for sure.
You guys are 7-0, and talk about this 7-game start. I know 7-0, obviously you look at some of the opponents, you've been able to blow some of them out. So a couple of games have been closer with Moberly and Triton and Middle Area. 7-0 is not easy to do. Talk about just, especially the first 5 games were all on the road. Talk about kind of the challenges you guys have had so far, especially with, being, obviously you're a freshman, kind of a team that's half returners from last year, half freshmen. It's kind of just trying to figure out what works, right?
Yeah, definitely. We've had to, persevere. We had those 4 away games at the beginning, or 5, I guess, and that was tough, not being able to play on your home court and just having to travel a lot. But I think during those we just really stuck together and just really gritted through, and we knew we had a home game coming, and that really helped us through that stretch. And we all just, we want to win at the end of the day.
For you, you're able to you've known head coach Jonathan Denny for a couple of years now, training with him and playing for him. Just talk about what it's been like over the years. 'Cause I know people, you look at him, he's a kind of a tough coach to play for, but he knows the game really well. Just talk about what it's been like over the last few years playing for him.
Yeah, I've loved it. Honest, that's why I came here. I know him as a coach. I know that he's a good coach. I know he's going to push me because he knows, I have more potential, and he just wants me to be the best version of myself, and he just wants to win at the end of the day. He's the ultimate competitor, and you love that in a coach.
You guys are 7-0. How do you continue this win streak and keep it going over the next few games this week?
I think we just need to continue to stay together as a team, continue pushing the ball, high-pressure defense, and just working hard, and I think that'll help us continue that win streak.
Sophia, thanks for taking time. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Of course.
Congrats on the win. Back in the moment. Sophia Hoffman, our post-game guest, freshman up here in our second game. She did great. I was really good. Someone that had a great game tonight. She ended up dropping 9 points as I total up the box score here. And we'll get you post-game stats here in just a moment. Swick is going to start 7-0, first 7-0 start in program history since 2011. And head coach Jonathan Denny in his 4th year has an overall record now of 71-31. Man, he is, I tell you, he has really turned things around here, and someone that it's really easy to root for. And as we start this campaign, man, he is, I tell you, he's got a team that can play. He just really has a team that could go out there and just play. We've seen it tonight. You win by 39 points. You had your largest lead of 44 at one point. You played great. Malcolm X was a team that, 500 last year, 13-13. One of your more interesting, kind of challenging opponents so far, and you were able to defeat them, by a lopsided amount. And I kind of looked at the rankings today. This afternoon I was waiting, finish up my prep work for tonight, looking at the rankings, and I was waiting when they came out. I was hoping to see Swick in the rankings, hoping at least to see us receiving votes after a big win at Mineral Area Tuesday. We didn't get that. But 7-0, and you're still. I think that's fine, because I kind of said this a little bit Saturday. You'll get your respect. It's going to come at some time. You just have to keep working for it. If you're Swick right now, you know what you have. You're 7-0. You've played well. You've scored the ball well. Your defense has been really good. Swick came in forcing 18.5 turnovers. You're probably forced near 20 tonight, if not 20 or more. You're averaging 88.5 coming in tonight. You score right at 88. You're shooting the ball well. You have scores. I can't emphasize this enough. You have your top scorers from last year, Holly Woods, Dalia Sher, your top 2. They're not even top 6 right now in scoring, because any given night, anyone can score the basketball for Swick right now. It doesn't have to be your top player. It doesn't have to be your number 1 scorer. It can be your number 6 scorer. there's so many options right now for Swick, and they have to feel. Head coach John Denny's got a lot of decisions right now that he's got to make to figure out what's the best rotation out there. And so far, you're 7-0. You look really, really good. And you got to keep it rolling, though. You got some tough games this weekend against Olive Harvey in Moberly area, 6 o'clock and 2 o'clock, respectively. Friday and Saturday will be on with a pregame 15 minutes before on both of those. There'll be two interesting opponents. Olive Harvey, another team out of Chicago, you're going to get Friday. And then you get Moberly Saturday. That it's a rematch from matchup back on the 1st November. So you'll get them the second time around. Obviously, they're going to be ready to go. Are you going to be ready to go? But so far, 7-0. I mentioned a little bit late there at the end of the game. I was talking with, I talked with head coach Jonathan Denny a couple weeks ago before the season started, right before actually that October 31st, November 1st weekend. And he was talking about the start of the year. And he's like, I'm hoping we can just be undefeated 5 games in. And, we got a really tough stretch to open things up. When you play 5 games on the road, you have to travel. And you're traveling to Moberly. That's about a 3-hour drive. You're traveling up to Chicago. That's about a 4.5, 5-hour drive, and you're playing on the road your first 5 games. And you have to go to the Mineral area when you come down here from when you come back from Chicago. So when you play 5 road games start the year, that's tough, and you're playing quality opponents. I talked about that Mineral area win last week or on Saturday. I said that was a win that last year we didn't get, and to have that 5 games early on is huge. That's a game you did not win back last season. You lost to them here at home. You had the lead late, and I think the inexperience, you had all those freshmen, did not end up hurting you, right? You end up losing that game, and then you play them a couple days later, and you get blown out at Mineral Area right before Thanksgiving, where you lost by, I think it was by 30 points. You did not play well. Well, you come back this time around, you end up beating them, and you feel pretty good right now with your progress. 7-0. Here's the scores tonight. As we'll start off with the Blue Storm. They're victorious tonight, 88-49. 2 scores, 11 points for the Blue Storm. KJ Johnson and Kelby Zupan leading the way. 9 points for Michaela Ramberg Carter. She had some points late. 8 points for Talisha Gilmore. I think she got half of them. Yes, half from the free throw line. Also at 9, Sophia Hoffman and Eva Metrogorka. Forgot those two. 8 points for Talisha Gilmore. 7 points for Layla Pierce. 5 points for Vanette Ambrose Pons. 4 points for Jamaica Garrett. 5 points for Holly Woods. 3 points for 3 points for Joanna Ruby. 3 points for Carlotta Ray. 2 points for Jalea Sherrod, and also 2 points for Ola Wilk. Both coming for the free throw line. Went 2 for 2. Over for the Hawks of Malcolm X College. They were led by Dara Talbert. She had 9. 8 points for Madison Diepold. 8 points also for number 13, and didn't have a name on the roster for 13. 5 points for Nia Alou, Zoe Fletcher, and Chrissy Brewer. 4 points for Alou Onibande. And that wraps things out scored-wise for the Hawks. Scored by the quarter looked like this. A +16 first for the Blue Storm, 25-9. A +8 second, 20-12. A +10 third, 21-11. And a +5 fourth, 22-17 to get you a final score of 88-49. Swick with the win. It proves to 7-0 overall the year. They're now 6-0 when leading after the first quarter, 6-0 when leading at halftime, and 7-0 when leading going into the fourth quarter. Congrats to head coach Jonathan Denny on this program's first 7-0 start since 2011-2012. That was a big year. That was the last time Swick got to the national tournament for women's basketball. So we'll see if history repeats itself this year. Obviously still got a long way to go, but, man, this start and this team that we have here, man, this is a squad that can play, and it's fun to watch. It really is. 7-0 to start the year. As they get the win over Malcolm X, 88-49, the Hawks fall to 0-2. Swick will be back at Malcolm X in Chicago come in the new year of January. That'll be on the 15th, and looking forward to that one as we sign off here on a Monday night. We have a busy week. Our next game will be for the men on Wednesday, a big one at home against the number 20. I want to say Middle Air is ranked 20, right? I have it screenshot on my phone. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to make sure I get the correct rating because it's a big one Wednesday. Another ranked opponent for the Blue Storm. They'll get the number 20th ranked Cardinals of Middle Area College, who are in the national conversation after some big wins over the last 2 weeks. They're playing some good basketball, and that's who Swick will get Wednesday. That's a 7 o'clock tip-off. We'll have the pregame show at 6:45. You'll hear from assistant coach Ryan Lacefield to discuss that one on Wednesday. It's going to be a big one, and hoping that our boys are ready to go. They looked better on Saturday. Our women look good. I mean, I'm telling you, I made this prediction a couple months ago, and I don't know if I've said it here yet. I think when it's all said and done, with both our men and our women's team, I think they'll both finish with at least 22 wins this season. That's what I got. 22 wins at least. At least 22 for both these programs when it's all said and done this season. I think that's how it rolls. 88-49 in the finals night. Have a good rest of your Monday. Have a good week. And the next time I see you, hopefully it's Wednesday, or hopefully see you this weekend for our women's games against Olive Harvey on Friday, Moberly area on Saturday. But until the next time I see you, have a good rest of your Monday. Have a good week, and I'll see you later.